Okay, so this next track is actually something that I had on my playlist anyway. And Sam, this is a shout out for Sam Craddock, who actually asked for something that I've got. So Sam, this one's for you.
Okay, guys, when we finish up, please clear the water, please. Clear the water.
Okay, everyone, it's that time again where we welcome our amazing red-shirted officials. Let's hear it for our officials. So we have as lead referee, Nicola Brett. Chris Hobbs is our referee. Sarah Van Litt. And our starters, Brian Capp and Vince Olney. And of course, all of our other wonderful, wonderful officials. Thank you very, very much. So I'd like to just quickly do one very special thank you to Tom, Mark and Martin, who are our sound people and our live stream people. They look over to my right in the corner. Tom, can you give us a wave? There's Tom. Please give them a massive round of applause. They make all of this possible. They allow your friends in other countries and your friends at home, wherever, to see what's going on. Those are the guys there. Thank you, guys. There's Tom and Mark. Martin is somewhere else. Hopefully he'll give us a wave. Thanks, guys. Thank you for your hard work. And we'd very much like to thank the 8th and 14th Epsom Air Scouts for their bag carrying. They make it all possible for our swimmers to get to the starts and collect their kit. Without them, they'd be closed in the water, in the diving pool, all over the place. Thank you, guys. Well done. I hope you get a proper badge for this one. So this is event 401. Sorry, this is I haven't got it on my screen, guys. Sorry. This is event 501. It's the male and open 25-meter butterfly. Over to you, referee. So our swimmers here, we have in lane 1, Raz Chowdhury. We have lane 3, Henry White. Lane 4, Kian Kusman. Lane 5, Henry Oakes. Lane 6, Jacob Horsler. Lane 7, Nicholas Badinsky. And lane 8, Thomas Sethi. And that looked like Kian finishing before I'd even finished the swimmers. Well done to Kian there.
Yeah, well done to Kian in the Kian Kusman, the Canadian, alongside all the Great Britain swimmers. Just testing our powers of observation here, looking down towards the scoreboard. 24.4, I think that is for Kian. 25-meter events, of course, no British champion for the 25-meter events. The winners will receive age group medals. 25-meter races are targeted primarily at novice swimmers. There is a speeding ticket system in operation where the swimmers, if they do faster than that cut-off point, will receive a speedy swimmer badge. And I think Kian Kusman is going to be one of them if that result is confirmed.
And our race is very kindly sponsored by VG Construction. That's VG Construction. So thank you to all of our race sponsors for helping this happen. Without you, this would not be the event that it is. So thank you for this event 501, the men's and open 25-meter butterfly, VG Construction. Now, I have an apology to make for a swimmer yesterday who actually came and told me where they'd come from. So hopefully they're watching online. I don't know where they're here today. Rowan Waghorn from Hamble. Rowan's dad came and spoke to me yesterday, said they're from Hamble, and I forgot. I'm so sorry. So Rowan, hope you're watching today from Hamble Aquatics. This is the second heat of the men's 25-meter butterfly. Over to you, referee. Okay, our swimmers in this event: lane 1, Archie Graham; lane 2, Jack Archer; lane 3, Adam Ross; lane 4, Kevin Elwood; lane 5, Ryan McRobert; lane 6, Sean Craighead; lane 7, Philip Nichols; and lane 8, Ben Aston. And it looks to be McRobert who is going to take this heat in a very quick swimmer, 22.7, closely followed by Elwood there. And the third place is going to be a photo finish, but it looks to me, I think that might be checked, but let's wait and see. Yes, Ross got third place there.
Yeah, great swim again. Got speeding
Swimmers,
ticket getting
please
handed
clear
out to
the
Ryan
pool
McRobert.
to the
That
sides.
was incredibly quick there. 22.70 result is confirmed. Kevin Elwood just outside that cut-off time, so he'll be eligible for a British Championship position here. Adam Ross, 30.62, gets third position. That was the result of that second heat, heat number 3 coming up. Heat 1 actually, that was the end of the male events, the women's event coming.
This is the first heat of event 502, the women's 25-meter butterfly. Over to you, referee. So this is the first heat of the women's 25-meter butterfly. Our swimmers: in lane 1, Hattie Perris; lane 3, Scotty Cudrioli; lane 4, Daisy Dixon; lane 5, Marie Hazel; and lane 6, Amy Sim. And this event kindly sponsored by Bugler Homes. They're building homes that people are proud to live in. That's Bugler Homes, kind sponsors of this event. And it looks like Amy Sim is going to storm this one. This is going to be a fast time, Paul, here on lane 6.
Well, it looked a fast time. The time not registering, but it's going to be around about the 30-second mark, I think, for Amy Sim. 38.1 for Scotty Codoroli. Marie Hazel, 44.00. It was 30.29 for Amy Sim. That wasn't a bad guess from us here in the comms position, but it was a great swim. Amy Sim.
Swimmers, please
Just
clear
outside
the pool
that
to the
speeding
sides.
ticket limit as well.
Clear,
so that's going to be a
please.
tough time for anyone to challenge in the next heat. course, just a reminder that anything we do say here in commentary is always subject to the official result. We don't know if there are any disqualifications, so anything we do say here in commentary, don't take it as read, because we all have to wait for the official result to get that official positioning for each individual heats.
But let's just say you're safer listening to Paul than you are to me, that's for sure. So just while we wait for this next event to start, we would like to thank all of our viewers that are watching online. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope you're having a good time. It's going to be a very packed day, so make sure you've got lots of provisions next to your computer. We've got people viewing from all over the world, so that makes it even more special. So swimmers, let's put on an amazing show for all of our viewers online. And let's face it, all of the people here. This is the second heat of the women's 25-metre butterfly. Over to you, referee. Second heat of the women's 25-metre butterfly. In lane 1, Vivian Novice. Lane 2, Sarah Beanie. Lane 3, Shauna Hogan. Lane 4, Ava Carrick. Lane 5, Katie Froggatt. Lane 6, Rihanna Hunter. Lane 7, Brogan Dodds. And in lane 8, Rosie Dennison Foster. And at this point, it looks like Froggatt is stretching out. She's got one body length there. Ahead, second place is going to be very, very tight. I'm going to pass over to Paul so that he can take this one into the finish.
Well, she's there already, Katie Froggatt, touching the wall there in 31.47. Eva Carrick getting in second. That was tight, Ian, wasn't it? 35.4, 35.8, and 36.3, 34.98 as well by Rosie Dennison Foster, right down closest to us in lane number 8. She actually takes second place there, Rosie Dennison Foster. So
swimmers, please clear
that lane, which
water
is
to the
almost got to
sides.
stand up to see that lane 8 from where we're sitting down here. But yeah, did a great job, Rosie. Katie Froggatt though takes that second and final heat, and no speeding tickets handed out in that one. But some good performances. Great stuff for the 25s. We're going to up the distance now for the next event.
This is a This is a test start.
This is event 503, the first heat of the men's 200 metres. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So we have 5 swimmers in this heat. In lane 2, Jake Vickers. Lane 3, Andre Almeida. Lane 4, Zach Lacey. Lane 5, Matthew McCready. And in lane 7, George Stubbs. And this event 503 is kindly sponsored by O'Neill and Brennan, who are recruitment and logistics solutions to the construction industry. So thank you to O'Neill and Brennan for sponsoring event 503, the men's 200 metres butterfly. And we hope that a lot of those swimmers that have been doing the 25 butterflies will next year be looking at this event for something to compete in, because that's the sort of stepping stone. I mean, you know, it's a lot longer way, but it's part of that process, so hopefully they'll be looking at this as something to do maybe next year or the year after.
Yeah, 25 to 200, that's a step up, Ian. That's it. This is for the real hard men of the butterfly events. Zach Lacey, speaking to him yesterday, he was, well, the new Syndrome GB team captain, and he officially opened the event yesterday morning, and he said to us that this is the one he was looking forward to. Zach Lacey, the world champion twice over in this event, 22 and 24, European record holder, and the European champion, crowned European champion last month in Portugal, and he's got a Portuguese swimmer alongside him as well, Andre Almeida. We've seen him do some events that we don't normally see him swim over the last couple of days, and this is one of them as well, but he's doing a good job here. So Zach coming down, sea clothes swimmer. We had a conversation yesterday, we had a conversation before actually, about where sea clothes was. It's the Isle of Wight, we've been told. I'll never forget that now. But Zach Lacey doing a great job. Sea clothes swimmer, 25 years of age, the new Great Britain captain. Let's give him a big cheer. Let's give all the swimmers a bit of a cheer here. And this 200 fly is a tough event. They need all the help they can get. Matthew McCready lying in third. He's got 50 to go. In fourth is Jake Vickers in lane number 2. But here he comes now. Zach Lacey. He's absolutely dominated this one. It's going to be an excellent swim for Zach, European and world champion. And it is just under the 3-minute mark. What a great swim from Zach Lacey. He delivers on his favourite event. Andre Almeida, the Portuguese swimmer, in now 3:12.91 for Andre Almeida. Big improvement on the entry time, as was Zach Lacey as well. And in third place, it looks like it'd be Matthew McCready coming in strong in lane number 5. Matthew McCready with that entry time of 3:29, just outside that. 3:37 for Matthew. Well done to him. Jake Vickers will be coming into the wall now. Jake Vickers touching in around about 3:50. Sure, he was a little bit faster than the 3:54 we're seeing on the screen at the minute. There we go, 3:49.85. And George Stubbs is the final swimmer. Let's give him some encouragement, George Stubbs. It's a long way, 200 fly. And into the wall in 4:12. And George Stubbs, entry time 4:35. And George Stubbs does a 4:12. Well, that was worth waiting for, George Stubbs. Great stuff. Zach Lacey, though, at the front of the field, the only swimmer under the 3-minute mark. He has dominated this event internationally over the past few years, and he's done it again here at this event.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please, from the side. Clear the pool.
Well, George swam so fast his hat came off in just passing the flags there. Fantastic PB from George. Well done to George. This is event 504. It's the first heat and only heat of the women's 200-metre butterfly. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
5 swimmers brave enough to do the 200 fly. And in lane 2, we have Laura Logan from South Ayrshire. We have lane 3, Alex Edwards from Bristol. Lane 4, Julia Lane, our Canadian swimmer. Lane 5, Jemima Rudd-Jones from Monson. And in lane 6, Sarah Jane Karongwai, also from Canada. And this event, 504, the women's 200 metres butterfly, is very kindly sponsored by Raven Roofing Supplies. They're big enough to deliver, but small enough to care. So thank you to Raven Roofing Supplies, another one of our fabulous sponsors who make this all possible. So we had Lane turning first there. In lane 4, she had a stunning day yesterday, didn't she, Paul? It was an absolute dream to watch.
What was it, America's record? You had the list yesterday, Ian, didn't you? America's record for Julia Lane and a Virtus world record as well.
Yep.
And maybe another record on the cards. We don't have the America's records listed. We've got the British, European and Worlds, but our visitors from the Americas, of course, and from Asia as well. We saw some Japanese swimmers. We had Bahrain having some success as well yesterday, and also swimmers from Egypt as well. And Julia Lane going over the halfway point, 147.57. Her entry time is 3:46.27, so she's in good shape to challenge that time. Alex Edwards, she is the mosaic category. She is going in lane number 3, going for the butterfly treble. Alex Edwards, she's won the 50 butterfly, she's won the 100, and now she's going for the treble in this 200, and she is the world record holder actually. And that time just over the 4-minute mark, 4:02.62 for Alex Edwards. So keep an eye on the clock for the swimmer in lane 3, the mosaic world record holder. But at the moment, Julia Lane is away and clear, continuing this good run of form. Canadians having a good couple of days here. We've got a lot of support here in the venue. I know there's a few people watching at home as well. And they're going to be pleased with what they see with Julia Lane here in that centre. Alex Edwards. You know what, Ian? It's not going to be far away from that world record mark for Alex Edwards. She can keep this pace going. I don't think she's going to catch Julia Lane, though. Jemima Rudd-Jones was in third, just ahead of Laura Logan, and Sarah Jane Karangwai in fifth position. But here comes Julia Lane now. Can she challenge that entry time that she has done? 3:46.27. And she still looks strong. Look at the strength of Julia Lane in this last 50. Timed, as you can see, just ticking over at 3:40. She's going to be there or thereabouts. In she comes into the closing stages. What a day she had yesterday. Following that up with another good swim today. 3:49.46. Well done to her. Can Alex Edwards get inside the 4:02.62, her own world record time? It's going to be very close indeed. And she is inside it. Alex Edwards, 4:01.14. That's inside her own world record mark. Well, we'll have to wait for the official result and to see if that is going to be ratified as well. But we might well be looking at a world record mark there, 200 fly for Alex Edwards. So great swims at the front of the field. Jemima Rudd-Jones coming in third, Laura Logan in fourth, and Sarah Jane Karangwai touching right now in fifth.
Thank you, swimmers. Leave the pool from the side, please. Leave the pool.
You were announcing her achievements yesterday, and she seemed almost embarrassed by them, didn't she, at the medal presentation?
Well, that's what we're here for, Paul, to embarrass our swimmers and show how amazing they are. So that's the price you pay, isn't it?
.25 catch up with some results. In the 25 butterfly females, the Mosaic senior champion is Brogan Dodds. And in the T21, the 10 to 16 years champions or medalists, Amy Sim taking the gold and Hattie Perris taking the silver. Senior 17-24, Katie Froggatt and Eva Carrick are the gold and silver medalists. 25 to 34 years age group, Rosie Denniston Foster, Shauna Hogan and Scotty Coderoli, gold, silver and bronze. And 35 and over gold goes to Sarah Beanie.
Event 505, Heat 1 of the men's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So this is event 505. It's the men's 50-metre backstroke. In this race, we have three swimmers. Lane 3, Alfie Spicer. Lane 4, Mikey Seymour. And lane 5, Stan Summers. And this event, kindly sponsored by 3D Personnel Limited. They are a leading name in construction recruitment. So thank you to 3D Personnel for sponsoring this event. This is the first heat of 6, and actually we do have a hot heat in event 505, so listen out for the hot heat coming up very soon.
And the swimmers in this first heat looks like Stan Summers is going to take this one. 22-year-olds. No entry time for Stan, but he is in 57.07. Well done to him. Alfie Spicer in second, 102.56, and Mikey Seymour will be the final swimmer to finish. He does have an entry time, 129.41. Keep an eye on that. He's going to be inside it by a long way. Well done, Mikey. into the wall, just about there. Time not registering, but we'll get it in a second. There we go, 1:14,
Swimmers, please
67.
clear the pool to the sides.
15-second improvement for Mikey Seymour. Well done. And just while these swimmers exit the water, quickly give you the results of the 25 butterfly for male. The junior 10 to 16 years medalists, Henry White and Nicholas Badinsky. The 17 to 24 age group, Ryan McRobert won himself a speedy swimmer badge. And the medalists were Adam Ross, Ben Aston and Jack Archer. 25 to 34. There was no medalist in that one. But in 35 and over, we had Kevin Elwood and Philip Nichols in gold and silver position.
Second heat of the men's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So the second heat, we have 8 swimmers here. So let's run through our swimmers for the men's 50-metre backstroke. Lane 1, Henry White. Lane 2, Jake Binns. Lane 3, Ahmed Darwish. Lane 4, Adam Ross. Lane 5, Henry Oakes. Lane 6, Glenn Fielden. Lane 7, Kevin Elwood. And in lane 8, Dylan Daly.
It's a nice close one in the early stages, but good turn there for Adam Ross, taking him clear. Ahmed Darwish just in at second position. One of the Bahrain swimmers we were talking to a little bit earlier on, but Adam Ross is coming home now. Adam Ross with an entry time of 1:07.50, and he's well inside that. In fact, top 2 swimmers well under the 1 minute mark. Ahmed Darwish 56.66. I think Adam's time should be adjusted for that one. Dylan Daly getting in third in 1:96, and Jack Binns in 1:01.80. So we'll see if that time. I'm sure Adam Ross touched the wall first, Ian, but maybe not. Maybe our eyes were deceiving us.
I think we might see a clarification on that when we see the final results. So as we say, I mean, we call what we see on the finish line, but we obviously have to wait for ratification of all of those results. But I think we're looking at some very good PBs there from Darwish and Ross. Certainly they were taking 10, 15 seconds off their entry times, which is absolutely amazing. On a 50 backstroke as well. You'd expect to see that possibly on some of the longer races, but on a 50 backstroke, brilliant swimming, guys, well done.
Well, the result was confirmed there, so good stuff. Good, 2 good swims at the front there, Ahmed Darwish and Adam Ross. Dylan Daly in third.
This is heat 3 of the men's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
Full swimming pool here, 8 swimmers doing this 50-meter backstroke. In lane 1, Alan Jardine. Lane 2, Jack Archer. Lane 3, Aito Takimoto. Lane 4, Sean Craighead. Lane 5, Philip Nichols. Lane 6, Ethan Mullin. Lane 7, Oliver Funk. And lane 8, Callum Leather. Now, if you are a swimmer who isn't with an affiliated club and we don't know where you're from, please do come and tell us, and I promise I will remember this time to give your club at home a shout out, or if you're independent. So at the moment we are looking at Takimoto in the lead on this 50 backstroke. Very, very smooth style there, Paul, isn't it? Lovely to watch.
Absolutely. This slow turnover at backstroke, but really powerful for Aito Takimoto. Oliver Funk did a good job as well in lane number 7, 101.64 for him. Takimoto that time just being adjusted there, 58.63. What time was it? Adjusted there. Oliver in second position. Philip Nichols looks like he is in third and 103.78, so some good swims there.
I think Takimoto reminded me of a swan, where you see that graceful behaviour above the water. What on earth was going on? Happening underneath? He must have been
the whole way through as well.
Absolutely flew down there. Sub 1 minute for that. Wonderful to watch.
Yeah, such power there from the Japanese swimmer. They have been real stars, actually. Some excellent performances we saw from them yesterday. And Takimoto continuing that good run. So we do have some results for the female 200 butterfly. And the champion in the mosaic classification was Alex Edwards, that great time, 401.14. And also in the T21, British champion was Jemima Rudd-Jones. The 25 to 34 years age group, gold went to Jemima Rudd-Jones, silver to Laura Logan. And that is the results of the 200 fly.
This is the 4th heat of the men's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So 7 swimmers here competing in heat 4. Let's see who we've got. Lane 1, Sam Wainwright. Lane 2, James Langford. Lane 3, Nasser Hubail. Lane 4, Ibuki Kamukare. Lane 5, Ryan McRobert. Lane 6, Ben Larkin. Lane 7, Billy Hunt. And at this point on the turn, we've got Hubail in quite a demanding lead there. Second place is going to be close between 1, 4 and 6, but at the moment we've got Ibuki there stretching that lead out.
Yeah, Hubail looks like he's going to be first to the walk, and another good swim from the Bahrain team. In second place is Ben Larkin, the under swimmer, and in third place it was Kamakura. So 51.15, big improvement for the Bahrain swimmer. Larkin as well.
Clear the pool, please, swimmers. Clear the pool at the sides, please.
0.38. And Kamakura again continuing the good run for the Japanese swimmers.
It's that time again. It's hot heat time, everyone. Here we go. Hot heat time. So swimmers, you are swimming in a hot heat. The prizes are anything from dry robes to beanies to swim hats. So this is a heat only hot heat. The winner of this heat is swimming for a special prize. So good luck, swimmers, in this next heat, heat 5 of our 50-meter backstroke. Heat 5, men's 50-meter backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
In lane 1, we have Ali Abushala. Lane 2, Benjamin Hillier. Lane 3, Christopher McDonnell. Lane 4, Matthew Smith. Lane 5, Daniel Daly. Lane 6, Joe Edwards. Lane 7, Sam Craddock. And in lane 8, Nikos Hodge.
Well, a good start there from Abushala out on the outside lane, but coming through Daniel Daly in lane number 5. Also down at the bottom, Nikos Hodge very much in contention here. It might be Daniel Daly possibly coming in to win this hot heat. Joe Edwards of the green cap also thereabouts, and it is Daniel Daly in 47.15. He will take that hot heat. What a finish from Joe Edwards with that green cap. He goes in second position, 48.60, and Nikos Hodge from the outside lane, 49.38 for third. Matthew Smith from Canada in fourth place, just behind. What a race, what a hot heat that was, Ian. Daniel Daly, great swim.
That's what we want to see, isn't it? I mean, we want to see it in every race, but in a hot heat, it makes it a little bit different, doesn't it? But yeah, some good PBs there again. So early on in the day, we're seeing some fantastic swims. It's only going to get better from here on in. Fantastic. This is heat 6 of the men's 50-meter backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So in this 6th heat of the men's 50-meter backstroke, we have 8 swimmers who are lane 1, Tyler Robinson, lane 2, Dylan Hughes, lane 3, Mark Holmes, lane 4, Billy Birchmore, lane 5, Harvey Stonebank, lane 6, Dylan Williams, lane 7, Will Lake, and in lane 8, Thomas Raddings.
And what contest this one, Billy Birchmore and Harvey Stonebank. Well, they've had a number of titles between them here. Here comes Birchmore. What a good finish, 37.78. Just a second outside his own British record. Gets in ahead of Harvey Stonebank, who finishes in 39.44 in second. Mark Holmes, well, what a competition he's having. 42 years of age, Mark Holmes. And again,
thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Dylan Williams in fourth position, 42.41. We're waiting for some of the times, I think, to register, but no doubt about who was first to the wall. Billy Birchmore. Birchmore, 4 titles yesterday. That's title number 5. Stonebank was the same. He'll take another title in this Mosaic event.
Event 506, this is the first heat of the women's 50-meter backstroke. Referee.
Take your marks.
So this first heat of event 506, the women's 50-meter backstroke, we have 5 swimmers. Lane 2, Jess Thompson. Lane 3, Amy Smith. Lane 4, Brooke Hawkins. Lane 5, Emily Silk. And in lane 6, Amber Davies. And this event, 506, the women's 50-meter backstroke, is very kindly sponsored by EMR Metal Recycling. So they are your local metal recycler that you can rely on. So EMR Metal Recycling, thank you for sponsoring this event, and all of our other wonderful sponsors who make this all possible. So at this point we have Hawkins just stretching out lead, very smooth style there. None of these swimmers coming in with entry times, so these will all be times that these swimmers can take on to future events. So, as we said, there, Hawkins touching first on our screen. Obviously, all these results will need to be confirmed. Sim taking a touch there, second place in 1:15. Davies there in third, Silk bringing up in fourth place, and a superb swim there by Jess Thompson in lane 2, coming in and touching in 1:30. Well done to those swimmers. So all of those times they can put down in their scrapbooks and take on to their next swims. Well done, swimmers. Fantastic.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Yeah, 105 is the target for the heats to come. That wouldn't have been out of place in maybe heat number 3 or 4. So good swim there from Brooke Hawkins. Just bring you the result of the 200 butterfly medalist for that one. The British champion is Zach Lacey from Seaclose. He takes that title. Excellent performance from him. Medalist in the seniors, 17 to 24 years, Matthew McCready and George Stubbs are the gold and silver medalists. In the 25 to 34 years age group, Zach Lacey and Jake Vickers are the gold and silver medalists.
This is the second heat of the women's 50-meter backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
8 swimmers here in the second heat. In lane 1, Olivia Jarvis. Lane 2, Millie Kitchen. Lane 3, Surivan Sholquick. Lane 4, Daisy Gregory. Lane 5, Vivian Novice. Lane 6, Elizabeth Tinkler. Lane 7, Molly Kahn. And in lane 8, Ella Winstanley. So, entry times here, Paul, of, well, anywhere between 1:18 and 1:40. So, yes, based on that last swim of sort of 1:05, this will be interesting. Let's hope some of these swimmers are going to post some quick times here. At the moment, we're looking at lane 3 and 5. We've got Sholquick and Novice level pegging there. But it could all change because Gregory is making a late surge there in under the flags, but it looks like Novice is going to get the touch, and it's going to be very close to second place. But Gregory looks to be coming through. Gets in the touch there is Novice in first place, 112, good PB. Gregory there again, another good PB, and we have Sholquick coming in third place, 117. So all hitting good times there with PBs for the first three swimmers. So well done to all those swimmers. Sixth place coming in there. Elizabeth Tinkler, fantastic getting the touch there. So well done to all of our swimmers there in our second heat of the women's 50-metre backstroke.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Yeah, nice close contest there. Vivian Novice and Daisy Gregory and Saraiva Sholquick. All close there. Good times as well, isn't it? 112 and 2 114s. So moving on. A few heats in this one. 6 heats in this 50 metres backstroke.
Heat 3 of the women's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
All lanes full here for our third heat. In lane 1, we have Eleanor Drury. Lane 2, Sarah Beanie. Lane 3, Lisi Sarcono. Lane 4, Nina Lamont. Lane 5, Eva Carrick. Lane 6, Becky Smith. Lane 7, Zara Hartley. And in lane 8, Katie Froggatt.
Yeah, nice close one, this one again. Right in the middle, Nina Lamont and Eva Carrick in 4 and 5. Well, this one isn't over yet. Nina Lamont with a very good start there, and she's coming away in the closing stages. We saw this yesterday. Some good events for Nina yesterday. And she is going to be into the wall in lane number 4. Well done to Rutherglen swimmer. 15-year-old Nina Lamont, 1:18. Well, big improvement of the 1:04 entry time from her. Eva Carrick well inside her entry time as well. And in third place, I think it was Becky Smith, just ahead of Lise Saracono. 1:08 and 1:09 respectively. But well done, that Nina Lamont.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Okay, swimmers in the next race, it's your time. Well, sorry guys, I can't get this to work, but this is a hot heat. So guys, this is a hot heat. So good luck here in the hot heat. Sorry guys, I don't know quite what happened there, but this is a hot heat. Good luck to you guys. You are swimming for a dry robe or swim cap or beanie. There are different things to win in these hot heats. So once again, this is a hot heat. Good luck to all of our swimmers in this next event. This is heat 4 of the women's 50 backstroke. Heat 4, the women's backstroke, 50 meters, referee.
Take your marks.
So 8 swimmers we have competing for this hot heat, and they're all going off fast, so let's give them a name check. Starting in lane 1, we have Amy Horn. Lane 3, Leah Larkin. Lane 2, Leah Larkin. Lane 3, Gillian Dix. Lane 4, Michiko Kobayashi. Lane 5, Becky Turner. Lane 6, Ruth Hodgson. Lane 7, Cara McKenna. And in lane 8, Alice Goddard.
Yeah, who's going to take the hot heat? Might be going to the Japanese swimmer again, Michiko Kobayashi. So I'm very well in the breaststroke, looking good on this backstroke now. Kobayashi chased by Ruth Hodgson in lane number 6. And it is Michiko Kobayashi, another good swim. And an important one to win that hot heat in 53.07. So really stepped up there. It is Ruth Hodgson in 2nd. In 3rd, I think it will be Leah Larkin. And in 4th, Gillian Dix. And Becky Turner very close for 4th and 5th. Final swimmer to finish is Amy Horn in lane number 1. Let's hear it for Amy. Into the wall in that time of 1:26.73.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please.
Centre
Clear
of
the
the pool
pool.
is your hot heat winner, Michiko Kobayashi. Just wait for confirmation of that result. I think we have it actually, confirmed result. Kobayashi ahead of Ruth Hodgson, who had a great swim herself, in 2nd position. And it was Leah Larkin in 3rd. 57.1 for Leah. But a good swim. Hot heat goes to Japan.
Fifth heat of our women's 50-metre backstroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
8 swimmers in this 5th heat of the women's 50-metre backstroke. In lane 1, Lizzie Allen. Lane 2, Holly Bocking. Lane 3, Gracie Home. Lane 4, Amy Henson. Lane 5, Laura Logan. Lane 6, Fiona Ray. Lane 7, Florence Garrett. And in lane 8, Rosie Dennison Foster. And sorry, it's Grace Home in lane 3.
And it looks like Holly Bocking just ahead of Lizzie Allen, 1 and 2 going well. Right at the top of the pool there, and it is going to be Holly Bocking. Very close race behind her, but Holly Bocking first to the wall. 2nd will be, I think, Lizzie Allen, but only just. Florence Garrett very close behind as well. 5/100ths of a second separating those two. And also right in the centre, Amy Henson not too far behind as well. But it was lane number 2. Holly Bocking has taken that one. The Colchester Phoenix
Thank you,
swimmer.
swimmers. Clear the pool, please. Clear the pool.
51.13 for Holly. Entry time of 55. So that's a big improvement for Holly Bocking. Lizzie Allen was right there as well. The action taking place at the top of the pool. Lizzie Allen in lane number 1 in 2nd. Just 5/100ths ahead of Florence Garrett.
Heat 6 of the women's 50-metre backstroke, referee.
Take your marks.
In lane 1, we have Regan Folkert. Lane 2, Scarlett Jones. Lane 3, Keris McCrindle. Lane 4, Ellen Stevenson. Lane 5, Caitlin Hatfield. Lane 6, Amira Black. Lane 7, Catherine Martin. And in lane 8, Mizuki Kozaki.
Well, Ellen Stevenson has dominated the mosaic classification and she is leading them now, but Caitlin Hatfield looking very good here in lane number 5, coming back very strongly, but it is Stevenson into that wall, 43.52. She is the mosaic world record holder. That's just outside that time. Caitlin Hatfield, the British record holder as well. Again, just a couple of tenths outside her own British record mark, with Amira Black going very well. The Canadian swimmer, the 19-year-old, finishing in 48.70. And there is the result confirmed. Ellen Stevenson taking it. That was a fight to the finish with Caitlin Hatfield, with Amira Black in second, just ahead of Scarlett Jones. We'll just tidy up some of the results before we move on to first set of presentations. The 50 metres backstroke male and open. Harvey Stonebank was the British champion from Richmond-Dale. In the T21 50 metres backstroke, British champion was Billy Birchmore from Sharks. The junior medalist, 10 to 16 years age group, the gold medal goes to Joe Edwards, silver to Benjamin Hillier, and bronze to Henry White. In the 17 to 24 years age, it's the two Dylans who top the medal table here. Gold to Dylan Williams, silver to Dylan Hughes, and bronze to Nicholas Hodge. In the 25-34 age group, Billy Birchmore took the gold ahead of Will Lake and Daniel Daly, and 35 and over was Philip Nichols and Alan Jardine. That's your British medalists. Of course, there will be international medalists as well, so please make yourself available for these medal presentations.
Testing.
I'll catch up with just the remaining result there that we saw the swims for just a couple of minutes ago. The result of the 50 metres backstroke female. The winner of the Mosaic title is Ellen Stevenson from Richmondale. Another title for Ellen. Winner of the T21 British title was Caitlin Hatfield from Winchester. Another good swim from Caitlin. The junior medalist, 10 to 16 years, Fiona Ray takes the gold, Nina Lamont the silver, and Amy Sim the bronze. 17 to 24 sees gold for Caitlin Hatfield, silver Scarlett Jones, and bronze Keris McCrindle. 25 to 34 years sees gold for Catherine Martin, silver for Florence Garrett, and bronze for Laura Logan. And 35 years and over, gold goes to Becky Smith, and silver Sarah Bean. international field in this one. Ashri is due to go in lane number 1. Lane number 2 though sees Shinhao Cheng from Japan. We've seen him swim some excellent swims already at these championships. The Japanese swimmer next to Hardy Pace, the Estonian swimmer. So his Estonian teammate a little bit earlier on in the female 50 metres backstroke. And also in the outside lane at the other end of the pool is Luca Willens from New Zealand. All the rest of the Great Britain swimmers. But Shinhao Chang looking really, really good in the early stages here. They're just over halfway point. Of course, it says 200 breaststroke, just gone through 125 now, the leader. But already looking tough to beat. Shinhao Chang. In second place, it does look like the Estonian Hardy Prize. And Will Reid from Teddington just missed out on a medal at the European Championships just a month ago, finishing in 4th position. But he has been a British champion before. I'm not sure if any of the British swimmers are going to challenge him. It looks like an international field at the front here. And Shinhao Chang, now 50 metres to go. Looks like he's absolutely dominated this one, the Japanese swimmer. Will Reid coming back against the Estonian Hardy Pace. Lanes 3 and 4 right next to each other. Will Reid has left something for these final stages here. But Japanese team continuing this great run of form that they have had. I think especially in the breaststroke events, we've seen some excellent performances. And here's another one coming up. Shinhao Chang in lane number 2 is going to take this one. His entry time of 3:58.99. And he will finish now. And look at that, 3:30.69. Look at this battle for second and third. Hardy Prize and Will Reid in absolutely together. Who's going to get the touch? Oh, they come together. 1/100th of a difference there. And Hardy Prize takes it from Estonia with Will Reid in second. 1/100th of a second separating the two of them. Zach Pankhurst in 4th and William Roberts in 5th. Stefan Ruhr-Brown in 6th place. All those leading 6 swimmers under the 4-minute mark. So they'll be delighted with these swims. But what about that at the front of the field? Shinhao Chang in 3:30.69. That was absolutely incredible. Great swim from him. Final swimmer to finish is Luca Willems, the New Zealander. Let's give him a big hand. The New Zealander here in lane number 8. He finishes on 4:33. What about that for a finish?
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool, please. Clear the pool.
Well, we couldn't separate him, thank goodness for electronic timing. 1/100th of the difference.
This is the first heat of event 501. It's the women's 200 metres breaststroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
3 swimmers in this first heat of the women's 200 metres breaststroke. And in lane 1 we have Rosie Arnold. In lane 4, Scotty Codrioli. lane 5, we have Alice Goddard. And this event, 508, the women's 200 meters breaststroke, very kindly sponsored by Taurine Contractors. They are a construction services group providing construction excellence. So thank you to Taurine Contractor. They are our sponsors for this event 508. And I think we should say a very special thank you to all of our swimmers making this event what it is today, coming from all over the country, our GB swimmers. So very big thank you to them. And we've also got to thank all of our international swimmers for choosing this event, because we know that you have a choice of what events you put in for your yearly swim program, and it's great to have you all here. It makes it a really dynamic event and great for the GB swimmers as well to be swimming against international swimmers. Wonderful to see, wonderful for them, wonderful for us to watch as well and commentate on. And it's an absolute delight to have you all here from all over the world. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see so many quality swimmers who've had some records over the last couple of days. Maybe more to come as well. 200 breaststroke, sorry. We have got another one heat to come after this one. The first of these heats. A little bit spread out, as you might expect. Scotty Calderoli, Alice Goddard there in the centre lane, same 4 and 5, Rosie Arnold in that outside lane. So Alice coming down to the bottom end now. Alice Goddard, of Kirklees, just 17 years of age, 2:29.81. For Alice at this stage. Scotty Calderoli is in second position, Rosie Arnold in third as they stand. Rosie, the only one with an entry time, and that is 6 minutes on the button. See how close you can get to that. So Alice Goddard now. Giving a decent pace here. In lane number 5, Scotty Calderoli. To be coming down to the bottom end here. Just about to touch now in lane number 4. In second place. Alice Goddard. A good job here for Kirklees swimmers. 2 teenagers in this one, of course. Alice, 17 years of age, and Rosie, just 14 years of age. So 50 to go for Alice Goddard. Might catch Scotty, actually. That'll be a little bit of a target for her. She'll be able to see the swimmer in lane number 4, so that might push her on to a decent last 50, a fast 50 at the end. I think that's just what's happening. She's got Scotty Calderoli in her sights. Scotty's going to be caught here as they go, well, last turn for Alice. Scotty's got another 50 metres to go after that. That's just been overtaken by Alice Goddard. These breaststroke events, I've seen some real great times set yesterday in the breaststroke event, some big improvements, and Alice Goddard is going to be coming into the wall now. My maths is correct. The Borough Kirklees swimmer should be finishing in a few seconds' time. Let's give her a big hand, Alice Goddard. And there we go, 5:12.86 for Alice. Again, no time entry for Alice Goddard, so that'll be the target the next time she swims. Scotty Calderoli will have 50 to go after this one. So Scotty on her way now for our last 50, the Hartford swimmer. And again, great to see so many swimmers entered at these championships. We did hear yesterday, just in the introduction to the championships, the fourth year of these championships started with 134 swimmers and some international swimmers as well, a smattering of international swimmers as well. Much more internationalists here at these championships. And in excess of 180 swimmers, which is an incredible number. Incredible improvement from where we were just 4 years ago. Scotty coming up to the last turn for her.
Just going to mention our Air Scouts down here, poolside, who are doing all of our... There we are, get away from the Air Scouts down there. Guys, give us all a wave, the Air Scouts down at the collection areas for our swimmers. So they're doing an amazing job because they collect all of our swimmers' bits and pieces, headphones, flip-flops, t-shirts, tracksuits. So it doesn't end all up in the pool, so they're doing a fantastic job down there. I hope they get a very good badge for their work today. Very good volunteering. Thank you to our Air Scouts.
Here comes Scotty into the finish. Should be her finishing now. Scotty Calderoli, 7:29. 50 to go, I think, for Rosie. So Rosie with 50. 50 metres to go. Again, we've had some good performances, haven't we, in this last couple of days? 200 breaststroke, well, it's a tough event, isn't it? We've seen the 200 flies, the 1500s, the 400 IM. I never liked the 200 breaststroke. Do you ever swim yourself? Do you ever try a 200 breaststroke?
200, I could just about manage, and I'd need a week off work afterwards, Paul.
I was the same.
It
was the hands that got me in the breaststroke. Like
well, yeah, you have to use them. That's the thing, isn't it, in
breaststroke? It was almost
breaststroke?
like my hands used to cramp up. I didn't do 200 breaststroke too often. Didn't like it too much. 100 breaststroke, I like that. That was all right.
Yeah, I think 200 breast, it's like any of the 200 events, you've got to have your technique down, and then you're relying on your coach, your trainer, to just make sure that you get that fluidity in your stroke and get that cadence right. And once you get that cadence in any of these longer distances, that's how you can compete, and that's why I don't do any long distances.
What distances are you doing? What were you?
I'm not a swimmer. I'm a runner.
Oh, what's the equivalent of 200 breast in running terms?
It's a really difficult question. What's the...
Got you thinking.
It's got to be... It's probably about 400 or 800 meters, or maybe 1500 for that, because it's probably about 800 meters. I actually ran further. I used to run further than that. But that's enough about me. Let's get back to the race.
So you talk about, I see the tables are turned now. You're embarrassing the swimmers yesterday on the medal podium.
Oh, I don't mind. I could talk about myself all day, but no one wants to hear about that. So let's look at Rosie now. Let's give her a massive round of applause as she comes in under the flags. That's a stunning effort. As we say, 200 meters in any event, but breaststroke is one of the grueling ones. And Rosie Arnold, she's going to be posting a time here that she's going to be very proud of. She can take this away to all of her other swims. And let's hope that Rosie picks this up and puts this into other events in her event program. Well done to Rosie Arnold there. Fantastic. Well done to Rosie. Touching there in 10 minutes 3:85. Fantastic. Well done to those other swimmers. That was the first heat of our women's 200 meter breaststroke. We have one more heat in our 200 breaststroke.
And I'll just catch up with the result of the men's, or male and open 200 breaststroke. The winner of the 200 breaststroke, the British champion, is Will Reid from Teddington. The Masters 25 to 34 years medalists will be Will Reid, William Roberts and Stefan Roar-Brown. International medals, of course, will be handed out, but those were your British medalists.
This is our second heat of the women's 200 metres breaststroke. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
Pool full of swimmers here, all 8 lanes we have in action now in the second heat of the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Jemima Rudd-Jones swimming for Monson. Lane 2, we have Lizzie Allen, who is our Alton district swimmer. Lane 3, Helen Thompson, swimming for Colchester. Lane 4, Michiko Kobayashi is our Japanese swimmer, taking a lead now. And lane 5, Holly Sullivan from Swindon. Lane 6, Caitlin Trevor, Kingston Royals. Amelia Birch, swimming out of Reading, Cygnets. And lane 8 is Amy Henson, our Oswestry Otter. So at this point, Paul, we are looking at Kobayashi stretching out as she has done on many of her races over this weekend. Very powerful stroke. Very good to see, isn't it? It's wonderful to watch. But actually, things could change. Let's see what the pacing is like, because we have Helen Thompson, who we know is a very strong swimmer, touching there in second place at that particular turn. But it's still a long way to go, Paul. At the moment, we have Kobayashi out in first place.
Yeah, we have indeed. And Kobayashi has impressed us here in the commentary box with some of her swims at these championships, especially in the breaststroke. And even we saw her in the individual medley yesterday, coming from quite far back at the halfway point to come back into contention after that breaststroke. Helen Thompson looking good in lane number 3. She is the top of the British swimmers, but as you said, the long way to go. Lizzie Allen is right on her shoulder as well. And also going well is Caitlin Trevor in lane number 6. Caitlin Trevor from Kingston Royals competes for the USA. Kobayashi though, thought she was inside that world record mark yesterday for the shorter distance in the breaststroke. She's got an entry time of 3:45:31, and the world record stands at 3:38.75. So she has to improve her time by a little bit to challenge that world record mark held by Phoebe Mitchell of Australia. But you never know, she's on great form. Helen Thompson looking good. She is the championship record holder. British record held by Holly Sullivan, who goes in lane number 5. But Helen Thompson looking good as Kobayashi making her way now down to the last 25 here. Could be another very fast swim here from the Japanese swimmer. Well, we saw a Japanese man take the win in the men's 200 breaststroke a little while ago, but here comes Michiko Kobayashi now into the closing stages. Clock just ticking over at 3:30. Let's give her some encouragement into the wall here. Kobayashi, it's going to be an excellent time, and it is 3:37.90, and that is inside the world record mark for Michiko Kobayashi. World record we have listed as 3:38.75, all subject to ratification, of course. Here comes Helen Thompson. Let's help her home as well. The British championship record held by her, 4:02 for her. What a tussle for third. Oh, it's close. Caitlin Trevor just getting ahead of Lizzie Allen on the touch, and Holly Sullivan in 5th position. But what about that? Michiko Kobayashi, well, she has impressed us this week, as I've said. The world record held by Phoebe Mitchell of Australia. I think that might be a long-standing one. 3:38.75. Kobayashi has gone 3:37.90.
Well, hopefully we've got some swimming elves bustling around in the background that's going to give us some more information on that, because if that's what we've just seen, that would be amazing to be able to announce that for
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the
Well,
pool.
as we said before, the result not confirmed yet. Well, here we are now. 3:37.90. Wonder if we've just seen a world record. Subject to ratification, of course. You always have to go to the appropriate bodies to get these records ratified. But we may have seen something special there, Ian.
Well, fingers crossed, that's what we want to see, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic again from our swimmers as we move on to event 509, which is our men's 100 metres freestyle. Number of heats here, and in fact we do have a hot heat within the men's 100 metres freestyle, so if I can get my computer to work, it will be appropriately signified later on in this event. So this is event 509. It's the first heat of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So this is our first heat of the men's 100 metres freestyle. 7 swimmers here to go through. We have lane 1, Rory Salmon. Lane 2, Oliver Funk. Lane 3, Kian Kusman. Lane 4, Eddie Cotter. Lane 5, Alan Jardine. Lane 6, Glenn Fielden. And lane 7 is Ben Rees. And this event is 509. It's the men's 100 metres freestyle. And this race is kindly sponsored by O'Malley Haulage, who are leaders in waste management for the construction industry. So that's O'Malley Haulage, our construction industry specialists. Thank you to them and all of our other sponsors for making this event what it is. What a spectacle we've seen this weekend. Still so much more to come. And at this point, we've seen him do it before. Kian Kusman taking a lead. Seems to be his trademark in these swims. And not far behind, we've got Rory Salmon, who's also had a good weekend, Paul, hasn't he? But Kian Kusman again leading the charge, where there are other swimmers not too far behind, but Kusman definitely taking a dominant lead in this heat of our men's 100 metres freestyle.
Yeah, and look at that. 150.97 for Kian Kusman. Well, entry time for Kian of 2:26.00. So he's smashed that. Rory Salmon has smashed it as well. 1:58 for Rory Salmon. In third place, Ben Rees in 2:07.82. But, well, the young man from Canada, 14-year-old Kian Kusman, has had a sensational couple of days. And Rory Salmon, 15-year-old, in second place in that one. So the teenagers showing the older swimmers the way home there. But Kian Kusman, as you said, Ian, has dominated almost every
Swimmers,
one of
please
heats
clear
that
the
he's been
pool
in,
sides.
making chunks of his time.
Let's hope we see him come back for more swimming here at K2 in our British Down Syndrome Swimming Championships. We'd love to see all of our international swimmers back again. So I hope you put this on your program. Moving on to our second heat of the 100 meters freestyle. Heat 2 of the men's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So all our lanes full on this heat. Let's see who we've got. In lane 1, Jack Archer. Lane 2, Ethan Mullin. Lane 3, Andrew Potter. Lane 4, Benjamin Hillier. Lane 5, Dylan Daly. Lane 6, Henry Oakes. Lane 7, Callum Leather. And in lane 8, Sean Craighead. And we're looking at quite close entry times here, so we might be looking at a good finish here from many of these swimmers. All a real bunch between 1:59 and 2:06, so anything could happen. But at this point, we have Hillier out in front. He looks very dominant on this, actually, on this freestyle. But second place is going to be a very tight call by the look of it at the moment, Paul.
Yeah, Hillier was the man who knocked that 1 minute off his 100 breaststroke yesterday. I think he was entered on a 2:55, ended on a 1:54. So we know he's in great shape here. And as you said, Ian, very close for second, but Benjamin Hillier, again, one of the youngsters, 14 years of age. And he has an entry time of 1:59. He's going to absolutely smash that. The clock just ticking over at 1:35. And it is going to be Benjamin Hillier coming in to the finish, 1:39.89. Another great swim from the man from Manchester. And it is going to be close for second. Ethan Mullin with a good finish here. Might just pull himself through. Look at the power of Ethan Mullin in the last few meters with Dylan Daly in third place, just into the wall ahead of Jack Archer on the outside lane. But Benjamin Hillier, well, Ian, the informed swimmer, Benjamin.
He's just brushing these PBs of his aside, isn't he? Just absolutely nailing every swim that he's in. It's an absolute pleasure to watch. Sometimes over a weekend when you're
Swimmers,
on a roll,
please
you
clear
just
to the
keep going,
sides.
and hopefully he's taking all of his friends and other swim colleagues along with him and posting some fantastic PBs. This is heat 3 of the men's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So we have 7 swimmers in this heat, starting in lane 1 with Ryan McRobert. Lane 2 is Eito Takimoto. Lane 3, Sam Wainwright. Lane 4, David Reisert. Lane 5, Ibuki Kamakura. Lane 6, Stan Summers. Lane 7 was Connor Gilmore, not actually in this heat. Lane 8 is James Langford. And on the turn, we have Reisert leading out over Kamakura. So Reisert leading the charge there. But this is going to be another close finish. This is what we came for. And it's going to be our international swimmers taking the turn with 25 to go. Paul.
He is indeed, and this is going to be a cracker. David Reisert there with a very good turn. Kamakura, though, might be just a little bit faster in the water, but Reisert is now pulling away. And David Reisert, we saw that yesterday. He had a couple of good battles against a couple of the Canadians yesterday, and he looks like he's going to take this one. David Reisert with a little sprint there on the last 25 to take him away from Kamakura. It is Sam Wainwright in third. It looks like it was Stan Summers into the wall for fourth, just ahead of Ryan McRobert, and Takimoto in sixth place in lane number 2. But what a good finish from David Reisert. We had Ibuki Kamakura alongside him.
Swimmers, please clear the
David
water to the
Reisert was
sides.
the man in charge on that last 25, that is for sure. A great turn, and sprinted away to take that one. While the next heat are making their way to the start, I can bring you the medalist for the 200 metres breaststroke. T21 British champion was Helen Thompson from Colchester. Medalists in the 17 to 24 age group: Helen Thompson, Lizzie Allen and Holly Sullivan. The gold and silver medalists in 25 to 34, Jemima Rudd-Jones and Scotty Coderoli.
This is the 4th heat of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
8 swimmers here in this 4th heat of the men's 100 metres freestyle. Lane 1, we have Sam Craddock. Lane 2, Ben Larkin. Lane 3, Ahmed Darwish. Lane 4, Mark Holmes. Lane 5, Nasser Hubail. Lane 6, Dylan Hughes. Lane 7, Billy Hunt. And lane 8 is Christopher McDonald. And on the turn after 50, Mark Holmes in 38.21 with Hughes 40.46. So it's still all to play for in this final 50. Some very familiar names here, Paul, aren't they? We've seen them all swim before. A full programme this weekend. Mark Holmes looking to be very powerful again, once again, in this 100 freestyle.
Yeah, Mark Holmes, we keep mentioning his age, 42 years of age, he's surrounded by teenagers. Well, Nasser Hubil, 16-year-old, 14-year-old Darwish, 17-year-old Ben Larkin, but the man, the experienced campaigner, Mark Holmes, is going to be into the wall. Dylan Hughes making a good finish, but Mark Holmes will be in 121.83. Another great time for Mark Holmes. Well inside his entry time for this event. Dylan Hughes, 126 for Dylan. Again, another great time. Ben Larkin, one of the young swimmers, 17 years of age. He finishes in third position, just ahead of Sam Craddock, who visited us up here in the commentary position earlier this morning. It's nice to see him, to say hello. Christopher McDonald just heads Billy Hunt and Ahmed Darwish, and Nasser Hubil will complete this heat in lane number 5. So what swim? Mark Holmes.
Swimmers, please clear the pool to the sides.
And swimmers, so this next heat is a hot heat, everyone. This is a hot heat. Swimmers, you know the score by now. So you are swimming for a dry robe or a beanie or a swim cap. So good luck to you all in this hot heat. This is heat 5 of the men's 100 meters freestyle. So this is event 5, the men's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
8 swimmers here, all vying for this hot heat, and of course medals overall. So let's run through who we have here. In lane 1, Matthew Smith. Lane 2, Gabriel Kenchington. Lane 3, George Stubbs. Lane 4, Stefan Royer Brown. Lane 5, Joe Edwards. Lane 6, Andy Banks. Lane 7, Will Lake. And in lane 8, Nikos Hodge. And again, a real range of ages here. Of course, Joe Edwards, our 16-year-old swimmer, who is turning first there. He's 16 years old. We're going to see a lot from Joe in the future. I mean, we're seeing a lot from him now, but what a future he's got ahead of him. So range of ages, range of times, all very close between the 129, 132 marks. So we should see a close finish, but it looks like Joe Edwards is just stretching out that lead pool.
Yeah, he's been absolutely sensational at these championships with that green, that bullet cap that we love so much. We can tell him apart from everyone else, so it's great for us in the commentary box, and it's working well for Joe Edwards in lane number 5, and the young man is going to come home to take this hot heat. What a swim from Joe Edwards. He wins it.
Oh, he smashed
122.
it. Smashed his time, Paul.
In second, right down at the bottom, Nikos Hodge, 129. He was there or thereabouts in the early stages. George Stubbs in third, Will Lake, Andy Banks. That's how they finished. Stefan Royer Brown, Kenchington.
Swimmers, please
Matthew
clear
Smith.
the pool to the sides.
But what about this young man, Ian? Joe Edwards.
What a future we're going to see from Joe. Let's, so exciting to see a swimmer like that. We are going to see so much from him, 16-year-old swimmer. But just to mention Nikos Hodge, absolute true campaigner. I've seen Nikos here every year. I've been here doing this 4 years. It's always a pleasure for me, but what a pleasure to see swimmers just pull it out of the bag again like that. Nikos, fantastic swim. Well done to you.
And Nikos, I think that's the second time that he's been in the outside lane this morning, I think. we can't see lane 8 very well, and we should be keeping an eye on that. If
He's
Nikos
literally
is in
playing What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. He's sneaking up on them all. They don't see him in the outside lane, and there he goes. Fantastic, once again. So we're on to event 509, heat 6. This is the men's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So this is our penultimate heat in the men's 100 meters freestyle. We expect to see faster and faster times, so it gets more and more exciting. So let's get through these swimmers. We've got all 8 in this heat. Lane 1 is Connor Conway. Lane 2, Tyler Robinson. Lane 3 is Luca Willems. Lane 4, Matthew McCready. Lane 5 is Daniel Daly. Lane 6, Zach Lacey. Lane 7, Dorian Williams. And lane 8 is Thomas Raddings. And on the turn, we have Lacey turning out 36.21. Zach has been having a fantastic weekend. Again, another one of our swimmers that we see time and time again just ploughing ahead. Entry times were very similar actually across the board, but it looks like Zach has gone out very, very fast. Second place is going to be difficult to call here, Paul. I'm going to let you take the run in.
Yeah, Tyler Robinson, I think, in second, but Zach Lacey, the GB captain, has got this one under control. I think we saw him in a 200 fly, so we'll all be strong in the closing stages of this one, and he is going to take it. Robinson fighting it out for second, but Lacey into the wall in 1:17.76 is Robinson. And, well, Dorian Williams with a fantastic finish. As always, we need to expect that from him, but Matthew McCready just getting the touch over Dorian Williams. But good swim, dominant swim at the front from Zach Lacey.
Swimmers, please clear the pool to the sides.
Well, GB captain does it again. One more heat to come though, and this will be a fast one. Result is confirmed. Zach Lacey, 1:17.76. He leads the way at the minute. Tyler Robinson in second, and Matthew McCready with that close finish ahead of Dorian Williams.
This is the final heat of the men's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
All 8 swimmers here, all lanes full, so let's get through these because there's a look of intent on all of their faces. They mean business here, Paul, so let's get through this. Lane 1, Dylan Williams in lane 1. Lane 2, Zach Pankhurst. Lane 3, Harvey Stonebank. Lane 4, Mark Evans. Lane 5, Billy Birchmore. Lane 6 is Zinao Chang. Lane 7 is Will Browning. And in lane 8, Jake Vickers. And coming up into turn at 50 metres, Billy Birchmore, 33.66, closely followed by Mark Evans, and this is going to be what we came for. 100 metres freestyle, fast and furious. Over to you, Paul.
Yeah, and it's the two in the middle, Mark Evans and Billy Birchmore. They both won 5 titles, and this is the one that kind of meet in the middle. Birchmore's won the sprint events, Evans has won the distance events. Who's going to get this one? Mark Evans in 4, showing his strength now. Billy Birchmore trying to come back, but it is going to be Mark Evans into the wall to take another title here. What a great swim. 1:10.18 for Mark Evans. Billy Birchmore in second, and Zach Pankhurst in third place, just ahead of Harvey Stonebank, who wins another title in the mosaic category. But what a good battle at the front there. Mark Evans and Billy Birchmore, 5 titles each before coming into
Thank you,
this
swimmers.
event.
Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
And the honours this time go to Mark Evans. His 6th title. Well, it was the sprinter Ian against the distance man. And it was the distance, it was the strength in the closing stages that took Mark Evans clear.
Well, yeah, I don't think I'd have called that beforehand, knowing how they're both performing. I mean, there's nothing in their start time, so that's what makes it exciting. That's what we came to see. Fantastic. This is event 5:10. It's the first heat of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So we have 5 heats in this women's 100 metres freestyle. Second heat, heat after this is actually going to be a hot heat, so get ready for that. But in this first heat of the 100 freestyle for women, we have 3 swimmers. And those swimmers are in lane 1, Amy Horn from Godalming. Lane 4, Scotty Codrioli from Hertford. And in lane 5, Alice Goddard from Kirklees. So early days in this 100 freestyle. We're 37.5 metres into this swim for them. All these swimmers have had quite a number of swims actually this weekend, haven't they, Paul? So great that they're notching up their swims. They come into this without entry times. I've said it before. Fantastic for them to be putting a time against this swim with 100 freestyle. Amy Horn is our 14-year-old in this swim on lane 1. Alice is 17 and Scotty is 26. So, yeah, no entry time. So this will be good to see, Paul.
I think this is a repeat of one of the earlier races. Well, almost a repeat of the earlier races. That 200 breaststroke. So in swim in one of the early heats, Scotty Codrioli and Alice Goddard. Didn't have Amy Horn in that one, but see if Scotty Codrioli can get her revenge on Alice Goddard. We saw a great 200 breaststroke. Looks like Scotty has the advantage here. And again, as Ian said, she's going to set a new standard for herself. Alice Goddard trying to come back now in the closing stages, but can't quite make up the deficit. And Scotty Codrioli coming in now. Let's give her a big hand at the finish here for this first heat of the women's 100 freestyle. Alice Goddard will be in second place there. 4 seconds the advantage at the end for Scotty Codrioli, so she did get her revenge over Alice Goddard for that 200 breaststroke. Amy Horn will now come in, no entry time, as we said, for Amy Horn from Godalming, just 14 years of age. So it's a standard will be set for Amy Horn that she can improve on in the events to come. Here she comes into the finish. Let's give her a hand, Amy Horn. And she's going to be under the 3-minute mark, I think. Around about 2:54, 2:55. Yeah, 2:54.38 for Amy Horn. She
Thank you,
finishes in
swimmers.
third.
Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
And Goddard.
Okay, everyone, you know what time it is. It's hot heat time, so this is the second heat of the women's 100 metres freestyle, and it is a hot heat for these swimmers. So you will be swimming for a dry robe or a swim cap or a beanie. So if you win this heat, that will be your prize. So Let's see what happens in this second heat. Good luck to you, ladies. Go fast. So this is the second heat of the women's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
So 7 swimmers competing for this hot heat and medals overall, of course. Let's not forget that. We'll work our way through our swimmers. In lane 1, Eleanor Drury. Lane 2 is Hannah Duboc. Lane 3, Elizabeth Tinkler. Lane 4 is Daisy Gregory. Lane 5 is Millie Kitchen. Lane 6 is Becky Smith. And in lane 7 is Molly Kahn. And we are very pleased to announce that this race is sponsored by O'Malley Haulage, who are leaders in waste management for the construction industry. So thank you to O'Malley Haulage for their sponsorship of this event, 510, the women's 100 freestyle. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this weekend what it is. And as we come up to the 50-meter mark, it looks as if we've got Duboc in the turn there. Smith and Kitchen close behind, all turning in approximately 103. So looking at their entry times, they're well ahead of that, Paul. Let's see if they've paced this right, because they should be looking at taking some time off their entry time. So this will be very interesting. At the moment, we are looking at lanes 5 and 6, so we've got Kitchen and Smith. Very even there. But let's not discount Kahn here in lane 7, making a later surge. But at the turn with 1 length to go, it is Kitchen who turns first, closely followed by Smith. This is going to be very close at the end, Paul.
Yeah, Millie Kitchen just has the edge. She's well supported by her teammates there, the Cheshire Penguins, cheering her on. And this is going to be a cracking finish here. Becky Smith from Bude looking good. Is she going to come back on Millie Kitchen now in lane number 5? It's stroke for stroke with these two into the wall now. They're going to be inside their entry times. It's going to be Millie Kitchen, and she will take it. What a good finish from Millie Kitchen. The Cheshire Penguins celebrate on the poolside. Millie Kitchen takes it in 2:17.98. Becky Smith in second. And it was a good finish from Molly Kahn to come through into third, just ahead of Daisy Gregory, who also had a good finish. Hannah Duboc in 5th place, and 6th and 7th, finishing absolutely together. Eleanor Drury and Elizabeth Tinkler into the wall together.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
From Millie Kitchen. Cheshire Penguins taking that one.
This is the third heat of the women's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
All lanes full in this third heat of the women's 100 metres freestyle. We have in lane 1, Gillian Dix. Lane 2, Fiona Ray. Lane 3, Kyra McKenna. Lane 4, Becky Turner. Lane 5, Caroline Naisland. Lane 6, Holly Bocking. Lane 7, Brooke Hawkins. And in lane 8, we have Katie Froggatt. Very big range of ages here, going from 16, we've got Fiona Ray, right up to, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying, Caroline Naisland, 37-year-old, our Swedish swimmer. So well done to those swimmers. Well, a little bit of a range of entry times here, so we might see a bit of a split. Paul, we're looking at 1:51 for our for Turner and Naisland, up to Froggatt on the outside with 2:18. So let's see what happens here. But at the moment, it's fairly close at the front there. We've got 3 swimmers vying for turn on the for the last turn, Paul.
Yeah, Naisland, you said the oldest swimmer in the field, did a good job in the early stages, but Brooke Hawkins looking very good there in lane number 7. That was a good turn from her to take her way and clear of the ones in the middle. Naisland trying to hold off the challenger Becky Turner in lane number 4, but it is going to be Brooke Hawkins. I think we'll take this one from lane number 7. Entry time for Brooke at 2:02.58. She's going to be well inside the 2-minute mark, and Brooke Hawkins into the wall. I think she was round about 1:49-ish. Caroline Naisland 1:51, just 8/100ths ahead of Becky Turner. And there we go, Brooke Hawkins dipping not only inside the 2-minute mark, but inside the 1:50 mark as well, 1:49.97. And as the final swimmers make their way into the wall.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please.
Good.
Clear the pool.
Last, maybe about 30 metres or so, that took Brooke Hawkins into the lead. Caroline Naisland led in the early stages, and she hung on for silver medal position. The results are confirmed. Hawkins taking it ahead of Naisland, and Becky Turner not far behind at all. So 3 great times at the front of the field there.
Heat 4 of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
Our swimmers in this heat 4 of the women's 100 metres freestyle. We have in lane 1, Regan Folkert. Lane 2, Mizuki Kazaki. Lane 3, Rosie Dennison Foster. Lane 4 is Holly Sullivan. Lane 5 is Amira Black. Lane 6 is Sarah Jane Karanguai. Lane 7 is Ruth Hodgson. And in lane 8, Leah Lakin. And at this 50-metre point in this race, Paul, we've got Amira Black turning in 43.71, closely followed by Sullivan there, 47.2. Black taking a lead there, which looks very commanding. Second place is going to be interesting here with Sullivan, and actually on the outside we have Kazaki making a late surge there, obviously spying Sullivan out of the corner of her eye, because she's definitely put her down as a marker there. But on the turn is Black. Over to you, Paul.
Yeah, Black doing a good job here. Entry time for Amira Black, 1:37.46, and again we could be on for a good improvement on that. Coming back strong is Sullivan, very strong indeed, but Amira Black is going to take it in 1:33.34. And look at the power of Holly Sullivan at the end there. She had a bit left in the tank to come through for second, ahead of Mizuki Kozaki, who finishes in third. It's Karen Gray with a good last 25 there. She was alongside Ruth Hodgson going into that last turn, but the Canadian swam away from Hodgson to take fourth place, but it was Canada.
Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Black swam that well, had a big lead in the early stages and hung on to that well. And Holly Sullivan, real powerful finish to come through for second. Result is confirmed. Amira Black takes it ahead of Sullivan and Kozaki.
This is the final heat of the women's 100 meters freestyle. Over to you, referee.
Take your marks.
Well, expect this to be fast and furious, our final heat of the women's 100 meters freestyle. We have in lane 1, Caroline Faithful, lane 2, Julia Lane, lane 3, Amalia Freeland, lane 4, Caitlin Hatfield, lane 5, Ellen Stevenson, lane 6, Scarlett Jones, lane 7, Helen Thompson, and lane 8, Caitlin Trevor. So we've got a full GB field here, but also with Lane and Trevor from the North Americas. So at this first turn, after 50 meters, it's Hatfield there, taking the turn 37.65. Very quick, off the mark. So Caitlin, our Winchester swimmer, leading the pack at the moment. Second place is going to be very close on the turn, and I'm sure on the run-in, which I'll let you do again, Paul, because we love hearing you do the run-ins. It's Caitlin Hatfield at the moment.
Yeah, she looks unbeatable at this minute. Let's see if anyone can pull back. Ellen Stevenson going well in lane number 5, but no one is going to catch Caitlin Hatfield here, the British record holder at 1:18.87. It's going to be just about on that mark, but Caitlin Hatfield is in to take that one. A great swim from the front for Caitlin Hatfield. Ellen Stevenson just gets second, ahead of a blanket finish between Scarlett Jones, Julia Lane, and Amalia Freeland. They all came in absolutely together. All these swimmers that we've seen a few times already at these championships, Ian, all coming up with some excellent swims.
Clear the pool from the side, please. Clear the pool.
Caitlin Hatfield, that was excellent. Won that from the front.
Well, she's turned it around, hasn't she, Caitlin, from yesterday? We really enjoy seeing all of our swimmers here swim. And yeah, these swimmers are time and time again are just performing out of their skin. What a wonderful, wonderful race. Love it. Fast and furious in the 100 meters freestyle. So we're going to move on to some presentations now. We are looking at presentations for events 505, 506, 507, 508, 509 and 510. So if you are a medal winner, then please make your way to the presentation area. Do you know what, Paul? I'd completely lost track of time. I didn't even know whether we had lunch or not yet.
Did you not? I can tell you haven't had lunch yet.
I've eaten so much fruit, I couldn't tell you whether I've had lunch or not.
Yeah, that's schoolboy error. Yeah, schoolboy error. Save something for lunch. I'll just catch up with the 100 freestyle result for male and open, just before we move into these presentations. The winner, British champion of the mosaic category, is Harvey Stonebank from Richmond Dale. The winner, British champion in the T21 category, that excellent swim in the final heat of that one. The title goes to Mark Evans of Hitchin. The junior medalists are Joe Edwards, Benjamin Hillier and Rory Salmon. The senior medalists, 17 to 24, Zach Pankhurst, Dylan Williams and Matthew McCready. The 25 to 34 age group, They go to Mark Evans, Billy Birchmore and Zach Lacey. 35 and over, the winner Mark Holmes, second Andy Banks and third place Ben Rees. And those are your British medalists in the Male and Open 100 Freestyle. Of course, international medals also will be presented.
So I've been told that the raffle draw has taken place. Yes, Phil and Paul, it's taken place. Now, the only difference from yesterday, I'm not being given numbers. Now, I don't know whether that's because I wasn't taking it seriously yesterday or not. And I promise you I was taking it seriously. Anyway, if you think you might be a winner, please go and have a look at the raffle draw. There was loads of amazing prizes there, so the draw has just taken place. So please do go and check. And I'm going to say it again because I woke up in the middle of the night worrying. If Rowan Waghorn is watching online from Handball Aquatics, I'm so sorry for not mentioning your club yesterday. So Rowan, hope you're having a great weekend.
So I'll just about move into these presentations, but just the final piece of housekeeping. The final event we've just seen there, the female 100 freestyle. The British champion for the mosaic category was Ellen Stevenson from Richmond Dale. British champion in the T21, well, that went to Caitlin Hatfield from Winchester. Junior medalist, 10 to 16 years age. Winner of the gold was Faina Ray, and the silver, Amy Horn. 17 to 24 years, gold, silver and bronze went to Caitlin Hatfield, Scarlett Jones and Amalia Freeland. The gold, silver and bronze for Masters 25 to 34 age. Gold went to Caroline Faithfull, silver Becky Turner and bronze Rosie Denniston Foster. 35 and over, the gold went to Becky Smith. And that is the list of medalists from that final event that we saw just a few minutes ago.
Hello again, everyone, and it's time for our second presentation for the morning swimming. Thank you again to the people presenting our medals for giving of their time. And we will begin with the men's mosaic 50-metre backstroke. And our gold medal winner, British mosaic champion, Harvey Stonebank. And our overseas silver medalist from Canada, Matthew Smith. The men's T21 50-metre backstroke, bronze medal, Dylan Hughes. Silver medal, Dylan Williams. And our gold medal winner in the 50-metre backstroke, British champion, Billy Birchmore. And our overseas bronze medal, from Canada, Tyler Robinson. And the women's mosaic 50-metre backstroke, our gold medal winner, British champion, Ellen Stevenson. And now the women's T21 50-metre backstroke. Bronze medal, Keris McCrindle. Silver medal, Scarlett Jones. And our women's 50-metre backstroke gold medal winner, British champion, Caitlin Hatfield. And our overseas silver medal, from Canada, Amira Black. And now our men's T21 200-metre breaststroke. In bronze medal position, Stefan Royer Brown. Silver medal, William Roberts. And our gold medal winner, British 200-metre breaststroke champion, Will Reid. And our overseas silver medal, Hardy Pass, from Estonia. And our overseas gold medal, from Japan, Shinhao Chang. And the women's T21 200-metre breaststroke, in bronze medal position, Holly Sullivan. Silver medal, Lizzie Allen. And our gold medal winner and women's 200-metre breaststroke champion, Helen Thompson. And our overseas bronze medal, Caitlin Trevor. And our overseas gold medal, Michiko Kabayashi. And away. Now the men's mosaic 100-metre freestyle, gold medal, British champion, Harvey Stonebank. And our overseas silver medal, from Canada, Matthew Smith. And now the men's T21 100-metre freestyle. Bronze medal, Zach Pankhurst. Silver medal, Billy Birchmore. And our gold medal winner and British 100-metre freestyle champion, Mark Evans. And the women's mosaic 100-metre freestyle, gold medal and British champion, Ellen Stevenson. And now for the women's T21 100-metre freestyle, bronze medal, Amalia Freeland. Silver medal, Scarlett Jones. And our gold medal winner and British 100-metre freestyle champion, Caitlin Hatfield. And our overseas bronze medal winner from Canada, Julia Lane. Thank you everyone, and please enjoy your lunch.